Welcome to Headlines Simsbury. I'm Karen Handville. Simsbury High School's first robotics team had an exciting win this past month during competition in Waterbury. The next hurdle for SimCity is competition in Hartford on March 28th. Much credit should be given to the incredible dedication and effort that these students, coaches, and mentors put into this team. Good luck. It may be a little early to think about summer just yet, but not if you're looking for a summer job. The Simsbury Parks and Recreation Department will be hiring 4 summer positions and are looking for camp counselors in training. To see all the job postings, get information, and fill out an application, you can go to simsbury-ct.gov/jobs. Summer positions must be applied for online this year, and job applications will only be accepted until Sunday, April 15th. Counselors in training applications must be submitted on paper and are due by Thursday, April 30th. If you need more information, you can call the Simsbury Parks and Recreation Department at 860-658-3836. Pattie Jacobus is here for those of us ready to get out on our bikes.
Believe it or not, the snow in the valley will be gone soon, and Simsbury residents will be back on 2 wheels greeting cyclists from all over the state on our beautiful trail. It was a long, snowy, and cold winter, but volunteers at Simsbury Free Bike Shop have been hard at work preparing the fleet for our 5th season. We have grown from an operation with 4 bikes at Andy's Supermarket that attracted 150 riders to a fleet of over 60 bikes available at locations along the bike trail that attracted over 1,600 riders last season. We are now the largest regional bike share program in the state, and user statistics reveal that over 62% of our riders come from outside of the town where bicycles were borrowed. Happily, there's even more to the story than an increase in the fleet and the big jump in ridership. Simsbury has built a reputation as a cycling destination thanks to our bike advocates, our local businesses, and town leaders. In November, Simsbury was designated as Connecticut's first silver-level bicycle-friendly community by the League of American Bicyclists. It was also ranked #1 in a 2014 Bike Walk Connecticut survey as the most bicycle-friendly town in Connecticut, voted on by our peers based on some very tough criteria. Cyclists are attracted to towns that are safe and welcoming to cyclists. Research supports the claims that bicycle-friendly communities improve real estate values, help attract and retain business, and contribute to building healthy communities. In recognition, Simsbury earned in 2014 has inspired other towns in the Farmington Valley to examine their bike network infrastructure, their bike culture, and efforts to get more people riding for both recreation and for transportation. We're working together to build a bicycle-friendly Farmington Valley designed to attract more bicycle tourists, travelers, and residents to the trail. Simsbury Free Bike needs your continued support. We are an all-volunteer organization that operates exclusively by grants, bike basket sponsorships, and rider donations. The bulk of our expenses cover insurance and fleet maintenance. Your contribution, regardless of the size, is essential to keeping our bikes rolling and our advocacy group supported. Please consider a check or any in-kind donation or a company match contribution. Simsbury Free Bike is a 501c3 not-for-profit corporation headquartered in Simsbury, Connecticut. For more information about our work, visit www.simsbury.bike or find us on Facebook at Simsbury Free Bike. We will be contacting many of you personally, but wanted first to thank you for your past support and demonstrate the dramatic impact of your past advocacy. Checks should be made out to Simsbury Free Bike and mailed to Pattie Smith Jacobus, 22 Harvest Hill Road, West Simsbury, Connecticut, in care of Simsbury Free Bike. We're always eager to add new volunteers to our roster of bike advocates and have a project for anyone interested in joining our team. If you're interested, email us at simsburyfreebike@gmail.com.
To celebrate its 70th anniversary season, the Simsbury Light Opera Company is back with another Gilbert and Sullivan production. This year, it's a comic opera. Trial by Jury was first produced in March of 1875, and the story concerns a breach of promise lawsuit in which the judge and the legal system are the objects of light-hearted satire. Performances will be at Eno Memorial Hall on Saturdays, March 21st and March 28th at 7:30 p.m., or Sundays, March 22nd or 29th at 2 p.m. For information or tickets, you can call 860-217-0052 or online at slowco.org. Jen Pace is with us to share information about the Henry James Middle School's presentation of Aladdin Jr.
Hi, I'm Jen Pace, and I'm helping out on the publicity committee for the show Aladdin Jr., which is coming up this March 26th, 27th, and 28th at the Simsbury High School. All tickets are $5 at the door. Please come on out and join us.
The Simsbury Garden Club's monthly meeting and luncheon will be held on Monday, March 23rd at the Apple Barn, beginning with socializing at 11:30 a.m. After the lunch, consisting of members' favorite herb recipes, Leanne Moran will share her ideas on photography in the garden. These meetings are always open to the public, and new members are also welcome. And for more information, you can contact Jane at 860-408-9586. The Simsbury Women's Club is accepting applications from vendors for their 46th Annual Arts and Crafts Festival on September 19th and 20th. You should mark your calendars. The annual festival is held on Iron Horse Boulevard with many exhibitors and lots of food. For artisans, the jurying dates are June 1st, July 20th, and August 24th. Applications can be found on the Women's Club website at www.simsburywomensclub.org. If you have questions, please contact Madeline at 860-658-5982, and please note that all entries must be in original, handmade by artist or crafter. Continuing Education is offering a New York City bus trip on April 8th, a great way to avoid taking the train. The bus leaves from Iron Horse Boulevard at 7:30 a.m. and returns to Simsbury at approximately 8:30 p.m. See a show, meet friends, have a nice lunch, or shop. To register, call the Department of Continuing Education at 860-658-3870. The cost is $45. Are you ready to put away your snowblower? Melissa Brett is here with advice about how to do it properly.
Hello, my name is Melissa Brett. My husband John and I own and operate Weldon Hardware here in the center of Simsbury on Station Street. By this time, we are all fully expecting not to be using our snowblowers anymore this season. But before you put it away, we would like to advise you on what you should do to store it. No matter what brand or type of snowblower you have, you should keep your gas tank full. This may go against the old way you used to store your older machines, but there's a reason behind it, which I'll talk about in a moment. When you store your machine away, first fill it up with high-quality gas with a fuel stabilizer that can help combat the aging of the gas, as well as ethanol. We recommend Startron. This not only stabilizes the fuel, but removes the ethanol as well. Gasoline containing ethanol ages even more quickly. Ethanol allows the gas to attract water, and water in the engine is a killer. As soon as you buy your gasoline, we recommend at least 89 octane or higher and add the fuel treatment to your gas can. Or you can purchase non-ethanol added fuel, either aviation fuel or pre-engineered fuel, such as True Fuel, which comes in either 2-cycle pre-mixed or 4-cycle gasoline. Now, if your snowblower has a fuel shutoff valve, run the machine with the freshly treated gas. And while it's running, turn off the fuel shutoff valve until the machine stalls. If your machine doesn't have one, definitely ensure you are using fresh and treated gasoline. Now, during the off-season, run your machine every month or so to keep the fuel fresh, flowing throughout your fuel system. The reason why we don't recommend running your machine dry at the end of the season is that there's still fuel in your fuel lines and your carburetor. And unless you know how to completely remove all of that and thoroughly drain it, there's always a remnant of fuel that could affect the proper running of your machine. I probably can't emphasize enough how crucial it is to treat all the gas that you buy, not only for your snowblower, but for all of your power equipment. Lawnmowers, chainsaws, generators, even snowmobiles and motorcycles. 10% ethanol is added to almost all grades of gasoline. Blending ethanol with gasoline results in a machine with rough idling, hard starting, gummed up carburetor jets, and an overall loss of power. Gas treated with a traditional stabilizer will eventually gum up and clog your fuel lines and even ruin your carburetor. So if you have any questions about storing your equipment or other ethanol questions, don't hesitate to ask us. We want you to have as many years with your equipment running smoothly. If you have a question or topic that you'd like featured on this segment, let us know. Visit our website at www.weldonhardware.com. I look forward to the next edition of Headline Simsbury. Remember, we're at your service. Thank you, and God bless.
A healthy environment means healthier people. Nominate a volunteer working to promote clean air, clean water, protected habitats, and outdoor recreation opportunities. As Aquarian Water Company celebrates the 5th anniversary of its awards program, it's again looking for individuals, businesses, and nonprofits to honor for doing outstanding voluntary work on behalf of Connecticut's natural environment. Launched in 2011, the Aquarian Environmental Champion Awards recognizes adults, students in grades 9 through 12, large and small businesses, and nonprofits for exemplary volunteer work to protect and improve Connecticut's natural environment. Nominations are now being taken for the 2015 awards, and self-nominations and renominations from previous years are accepted. Winners in the adult, small and large business and nonprofit categories will be able to name an environmental nonprofit organization to receive a $2,500 grant from Aquarian. The student winner will receive a $1,000 award. Nominations can be made for volunteer projects that have contributed significantly to the improvement of environmental quality through the protection, conservation, restoration, and/or stewardship of Connecticut's water, air, soils, or plant and wildlife habitats. Winners will be named on Saturday, June 6th at a special event taking place in Bridgeport at Connecticut's Beardsley Zoo. Among the dignitaries on hand to honor the winners will be U.S. Senator Richard Blumenthal. The nomination deadline is May 6th. More information and a nomination form can be found at aquarianwater.com or on their Facebook page. Aquarian Water Company is the public water supply company for more than 625,000 people in 50 cities and towns throughout Connecticut, as well as serving customers in Massachusetts and New Hampshire. It also manages and protects the natural resources on more than 20,000 acres of land, and it is the largest investor-owned water utility in New England and among the 7 largest in the U.S. Based in Bridgeport, Connecticut, it has been in the public water supply business since 1857. Across its operations, Aquarian strives to act as a responsible steward of the environment and to assist the communities it serves in promoting sustainable practices. Mary Doyle-Clark is here with this week's Senior Center update.
Hi, I'm Mary Doyle-Clark, and here's what's going on at the Simsbury Senior Center. Enjoy a pizza and salad dinner, followed by a jazz concert featuring Simsbury High School student musicians on Monday, March 30th. The dinner will begin at 5:30 p.m., followed by the concert at 7 p.m. This program will take place at Simsbury High School, which is located at 34 Farms Village Road. Please register for this event by contacting the Senior Center. If you like to shop, why not take the bus to Manchester to visit the Buckland Hills Mall and the Christmas Tree Shop on Monday, March 30th. The bus will depart Simsbury approximately 9:45 a.m. and return at 2:30 p.m. Reservations are necessary and can be made by contacting the Senior Center. If shopping isn't for you, why not travel with us for a tour of the Connecticut State Capitol on Monday, April 6th. This 1-hour guided tour will include the history of the Capitol building, a visit to the Hall of Flags, and a tour of the Legislative Office Building. Reservations are necessary and can be made by contacting the Senior Center. The Senior Center offers weekly blood pressure screenings every Wednesday from 11:45 a.m. to 2:15 p.m. Registered nurses from the Farmington Valley Visiting Nurse Association will be at the Senior Center to take your blood pressure. No appointment is necessary, just drop in. Are you looking for a fun way to exercise? Why not try line dancing? The class meets every Tuesday from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m., led by instructor Jim Gregory. No experience is necessary. Call the Senior Center for more information. The Simsbury Senior Center is located at 754 Hot Meadow Street in the Eno Memorial Hall building. Our hours are Mondays, 8:30 a.m. to 7 p.m., Tuesday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Fridays, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Call us at 860-658-3273 for additional information, or go to our website. Thanks for watching. See you at the Senior Center.
Senator Kevin Whitkos has named John Romano Veteran of the Month, a Vietnam veteran honored for service to our nation. Romano is a Simsbury resident and served in Vietnam as an air rescue parajumper, rescuing fallen comrades in dangerous war zones. Senator Whitkos also presented Romano with a citation recognizing his achievements and had this to say, quote, "Tech Sergeant John Romano is one tough and brave American. Vietnam War veterans were not always embraced and thanked by the public, which makes it all the more important that we thank and honor people like John today and share his story of selflessness and strength," unquote. Romano explained, quote, "Giving up my life for a while, being in harm's way for the good of freedom for people, I never felt was wrong, but others did, and I still don't feel that that was wrong. That was just something that we did. We were Americans. We were always trying to help people out. Joining the military and being a part of what this country does is one of the greatest things you can do," unquote. Romano also pursued an active role in the community after service, volunteering as a religious education teacher, serving on the Simsbury Aging and Disability Commission, holding a board position at the YMCA, and serving on the Simsbury Board of Selectmen for 10 years. He currently serves as a VFW commander. This season will be the 20th anniversary of the Hartford Symphony Orchestra's Talcott Mountain Music Festival concert series. Here's a peek at this season's lineup. June 26th is Mambo Kings, a fiesta of Latin rhythm and contemporary jazz. July 3rd is Celebrate America, the annual red, white, and blue tradition with fireworks. July 10th will feature 20 seasons in Simsbury with musical highlights from 20 great years of the Talcott Mountain Music Festival. July 17th is Classical Night Fever, a feel-good musical extravaganza with the ultimate disco band and to boogie down to the disco hits of the 70s. July 24th will feature the music of Queen. All concerts begin at 7:30 p.m. on Friday evenings with a Saturday rain date. Advance reservations for grass passes, table subscriptions, and parking passes for parking behind the stage area are on sale now through April 10th. Single ticket sales begin on April 13th. You can call the Symphony Box office at 860-987-5900 for tickets or more information, or you can go online at hartfordsymphony.org. Being the victim of tax-related identity theft occurs when someone uses your Social Security number to file a tax return, claiming a fraudulent refund. You may be unaware you are a victim until you attempt to file your taxes and learn one has already been filed using your Social Security number. You should be alert to possible identity theft if you receive an IRS notice or letter that states more than one tax return was filed using your Social Security number. you owe additional taxes, a refund has been offset, or have had collections taken against you for a year that you did not file a tax return. IRS records indicate you have received wages from an employer unknown to you. If you become a victim, you should contact the Simsbury Police Department at 860-658-3100 or stop into Police Department headquarters to file a report, and you should contact the IRS Identity Protection Specialized Unit at 800-908-4490 and complete an Identity Theft Affidavit Form 14039, which is also available on their website, www.irs.gov. Additionally, you should do the following. File a complaint with the Federal Trade Commission at their website, identitytheft.gov, or by calling their identity theft hotline, 877-438-4338. Contact one of the 3 major credit bureaus to place a fraud alert on your credit record and close any accounts opened or tampered with without your permission. If your tax records are not currently affected by identity theft, but you believe you may be at risk due to a lost or stolen purse or wallet, questionable credit card activity, or credit report, contact the IRS Identity Protection Specialized Unit, 800-908-4490. For additional questions or concerns, you can contact Private First Class Lauren Devon, the Community Service Officer, at 860-658-3131. We hope you enjoy watching some of the diverse programming on this channel, your channel, with programming produced by volunteers or sponsored by residents from this community. In other words, programming chosen by the community. SCTV is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that provides the public, educational, and government channels to the TV subscribers in the town of Simsbury. You're watching the public channel now, and our other channels can be watched on both Comcast and Frontier. For Comcast subscribers, the educational and government channels are on 95 and 96, and all 3 channels can be found on channel 99 if you have Frontier. Did you know if you miss any town meetings, games, or locally produced programming, you can watch them on demand on our website, simsburytv.org. Since this is your channel, have you ever considered volunteering here? Whether producing a program or running a camera, our doors are always open. Contact us by email to arrange a time to come down to meet us. And that's it for this week. Thank you for joining us.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.
We are thrilled to be here today to share the news that First Church Simsbury will soon host the unique Christian rock group Lost and Found in concert on Sunday, March 22nd, in their only area performance during their farewell tour.
Michael Bridges and George Baum make up the band Lost and Found and have been playing music together ever since they were both kids growing up in Niagara Falls, New York. They met through their families at the age of 14, and when they learned they could both play an instrument, they began making music together and have been doing so ever since. Michael sings and plays guitar while George sings and plays the keyboard and the occasional slinky. Their music is the kind of thing that often prompts reactions like, well, I've never heard anything like that before. And some have said their music is the intersection, sort of like the intersection of the Ramones and John Denver. Even Michael and George admit it's a unique sound. And they continue to encourage all that hear them to do what you can with what you have for the glory of God, just as they do with their own sound with their voices and just 2 instruments. Their concerts are interactive, driven by the audience. Each show is different, always spontaneous, often poignant, occasionally funny.
I first heard Michael and George in 2008 at a national youth event for our denomination. It was in Knoxville, Tennessee. As they played a few songs, I looked at our youth and I noticed that our teenagers were captivated by them. Then I noticed that our adult leaders were laughing and enjoying themselves, and they were also completely engaged. And then I noticed that I didn't want their concert to end. When we saw on our itinerary that they were scheduled to play again at the end of the week, we could hardly wait. Michael and George were such a hit with our group that I came back from the event and I talked with Mark Mercier, our music director extraordinaire at First Church, and together we looked into having them come to a concert. And they came to us on December 6th, 2009. We sold out the sanctuary. They played in front of a packed house. Once again that evening, what stuck out to me was how all ages, from children to teens to our most seasoned members, were captivated by them, and they loved them. Even one member who the month before had lost her husband and had debated on whether or not to even attend said, "That was exactly what I needed." It struck me that night that a Lost and Found concert is such a wonderful experience because of the way Michael and George read their audience and react to what is happening in the moment. They joke around, engage the crowd, share short stories about a bike ride they took around the country playing music. They talk about how their faith has impacted their lives. Mostly, they have fun, and they make it so everyone in attendance has a fun-filled evening. As Jane mentioned, their music is difficult to characterize. Whatever name you might ascribe to their music, if you see these guys live, you will enjoy it. You'll be glad you came. And we want to share this experience, this concert, with the Simsbury community, and so that's why we're here, and we hope to see you there.
The concert will begin at 6:30 in our sanctuary at First Church Simsbury. The tickets cost $10, although guests are also invited to a pre-concert eat and jam in our fellowship hall beginning at 5. That will be an additional $3, and guests will enjoy pizza, salad, drinks, and cookies while enjoying the talent of several musical groups made up of First Church members. Tickets can be purchased on our website at www.fccsimsbury.org. And if you have any questions, you can call the church at 651-5393, or we also have an email address that you'll see linked on our website. Hope to see you there.